Happy New Year, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me again. So, what's happening in love? Let's see. Okay, we have love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. The heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. I kind of feel like there's somebody in your life who's always been around, or they have been around, I shouldn't say always, but they have been around you, but it's almost like you never really noticed them, or you never really acknowledged them as a possibility. Let's see. The Seven of Wands reverse. You're giving up the fight. I feel like you have, how should I say this? It's like you've had feelings for someone, but you've been trying to ignore them. You've been trying to fight them off. Three of Swords reverse. Maybe because there was something that you were going through, but it's like the fight is over. You're not gonna, continue to overlook this person anymore. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you guys have been going through a really tough time, and you've been questioning, you know, whether love is even for you. And now it's like maybe you're starting to break down those walls because you've been healing. Okay, so do something for someone else. Prince of Cups. Whoa. This is you offering your love to somebody else that maybe you just didn't really take seriously before. King of Swords. So you're going to want to communicate with this person. Yeah, there's someone you're going to want to communicate with in the month of January that maybe before you may have rejected them or just pushed them away. And now you may be wanting a second chance. The heart of the matter, we have the Nine of Cups, because this person could be your wish. Nine of Wands. But still we have, okay, so we have two nines here. So we're at the end of a certain stage in a relationship. And I feel like now you're really coming to terms with how you feel about this person. You're ready to express it. But you may be confronted with some blockage, some defensiveness. And it's like, what? Like, you're my wish. Like, now I've realized you're my wish, but now somebody might be a little bit suspicious of you. So let's take a look. Ah, I can't grab these. Okay. Let me just shuffle these. Okay. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So some type of change or cycle. But it could be change for the good. Okay, the Lover's reverse. Crossed by the Queen of Wands. So some of you could have gone through a breakup actually with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The Fool. Okay, so you're faced with a new beginning. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles. What's crowning you is the Eight of Cups, reverse. Near future, the Ten of Cups, reverse. How you see yourself is the Ace of Pentacles. How your partner or others see you is the Hermit. Hopes or fears, we have the Two of Pentacles, reverse. And your overall outcome is the Devil. So if that first spread is related to this, which a lot of times it is, sometimes it isn't. So it could be two separate messages, but if it is related to this particular situation, I feel like whoever it is that you broke up with, when you were with them, either you were taking them for granted or you didn't take them very seriously. And now that they're gone, now you're regretting it and you don't want to leave them. But yeah, I feel like there's new beginnings here definitely for you. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what this Lover's reversed is. It could be you making a decision about something. King of Wands reversed. So a lot of fire energy. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be a decision that this fire sign person is very upset about or just does not want to go along with it. Ace of Wands reverse. So yeah, there's some type of action that they're not on board with. Or it could even be reverse. You know, there's either a breakup or a decision to break up that one of the parties just doesn't want to hear about it. Okay, and then we have the King of Swords, but truth is being told here. Decisions are being made. Definitely a decision here that somebody is not happy about. Okay, and it could be this Queen of Wands. We have the Hangman reverse. Eight of Pentacles. The wait is over. There's been a wait. The wait is over. Five of Cups. Okay. So I feel like you may have been struggling with a decision. And in the month of January, you're making this decision. So, because the wait is over. There is some clarity that is gained. So what's crossing you, so your challenge is going to be feeling confident about this decision that you're making. It could be that in the beginning of the month of January, you're not quite as confident. You know, it's like you've made the decision, but the action behind it hasn't taken place, because that's exactly what is challenging you. That you know, this moment has been building up, and yes, it's going to be painful, it's going to be sad and disappointing, but it's something that you feel like you have to do. Okay, you decided that this is what you have to do. And I do feel like there's other people involved here that are not happy. So it is a relationship reading, so it's probably a partner. Okay, so the Fool. This is all about starting fresh, because you see yourself as the Ace of Pentacles, and the foundation is the Fool. So I do feel for a lot of you Scorpios, you may have decided to end a relationship. And this is something that has been building up over time, and you can't deny it anymore, that this is like, it's just not working. Seven of Pentacles. You're afraid of this new beginning. You're afraid to fail. That's why this Eight of Cups is here in the reverse, because you're hesitating. You're afraid to fully move on. Yeah, see, we have the Death card reverse. So you're resisting a new beginning because you're afraid you're going to fail, or you're just afraid of the unknown. You're afraid of having to start from scratch. You see how she's like in this desert. There's nothing around her, and she's just making circles. You just have to like recreate the wheel. All right, so what happened in the past? We have the Three of Pentacles. So you may have been concentrating on work, or really putting work and effort into something. The Star reverse. I feel like a lot of you guys may have been going through depression or sadness, and your way to cope with that is to just, you know, throw yourself into your career. But there's only, you know, you could only do that for so long. At some point, you just have to face whatever it is that's going on and make that decision. Two of Pentacles reverse. So you knew that there had to be a choice here. A choice had to be made so that you can progress. Because wherever it is that you were here in the past, whatever situation it was, you weren't happy. You weren't satisfied. See, you're coming up here as the King of Cups reverse. You're not emotionally balanced. And, you know, you can work, but all that's going to do is put off the inevitable. And I feel like you've realized that, because a decision is being made here. You can't do this for much longer. All right, Eight of Cups reverse as what is crowning you. Chariot. You know you have to move on, but it's hard because there's emotional ties here. With this moon here, I'm recording this on the 3rd. There's a new moon eclipse on the 5th, and then we have another eclipse on the 21st. So those eclipses might be very impactful. It might just be the push you need, okay? The energy might just push you, give you that little nudge that you need to move on. But yeah, there is definitely, this was reversed. There is definitely an awareness that there is a need to move on, but there's also an awareness that it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult to leave all those memories behind, all those emotions. This could have been a soulmate, because with the Lover's card here, Princess of Swords reverse. You guys might not be communicating with this partner, or you could be spying on them, you know, looking for reasons to stay perhaps, even though you know you have to go, you know. So let's see here. Near future, we have the Ten of Cups, but it is in the reverse. So it's a lack of emotional fulfillment. Six of Swords, okay. So yeah, I feel like, you know, perhaps in the beginning of January, or maybe the whole month of January, you're just still kind of going back and forth about this decision that you have to make, because you just don't have enough of, how should I put it? Enough of a motivation, I guess. You know, it's just easier to stay in your comfort zone, even though it's not that comfortable. Kind of funny how that works. But yeah, so the reason why this sadness here in the near future is because you eventually are going to move on. Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. Some of you guys could be traveling or move, like physically moving. Nine of Pentacles reverse. But again, you're sad because you're missing the connection from that past. Seven of Swords reversed. Something is revealed. A secret may come out that is like straw that breaks the camel's back. Like you can't stick around anymore. So whether it's that your partner finds out something about you, which I kind of get the feeling, because I feel like you're the one losing out here in the near future. I mean, it could be either way, because either way you're going to feel like you're the one losing out, because you're going to be missing this connection, but you have to go. You can't stay here. You can't stick around. Okay, so how you see yourself is, again, the Ace of Pentacles, which is like having to start new, having to go out there and look for opportunities. Justice reversed, but you feel, you know, you're kind of feeling like, yes, I have to start new, but it's not fair. There's a sense here that things are not fair, not in your favor. Or at least that's your perception of it. Now, whether or not that's how it is, how it actually is, that's another story, because our perception is our perception. Two Swords reversed. So yeah, a decision that was not in your favor leads you to have to start fresh someplace else. It's a new beginning, but it's not really by choice, by your choice. I feel like it's more this person's choice. So it could be you're the one who doesn't want to end this relationship, but you're kind of forced into it in a way. Now, how your partner sees you is the Hermit. So you may be very detached. You may already be separated. But they see you as like, they can't really talk to you. It's like you're not very communicative. And so things cannot end because maybe they can't get a hold of you, or maybe you just don't want to talk. You're just not very open to conversation, to fixing things. Or maybe you do want to fix things, but you're not the type of person who wants to sit down and hash it all out and talk about it. And, you know, things are kind of difficult to fix that way. So we have the Ten of Wands, yeah. So I kind of feel like your partner feels like you just left everything undone, you know, like you couldn't be bothered. And that may not be the case, but that's how you're coming off to them, because you're not confronting this. You're not fully confronting this. It's like I said, it's like you were trying to bury your head into other things, keeping yourself busy. And I kind of feel like, you know, it did not work in your favor. This kind of bit you in the ass when it came down to it, because something had to change, you know, and you weren't around, or you didn't want to talk about it, so it just kind of happened around you, okay? Because your partner may have felt like you just didn't care. So your hopes or fears, we have the Two of Pentacles reverse with the Three of Cups. Judgment reverse. So let me just say this. This may not be for all of you, but I do get the sense that there's somebody here who had multiple partners, or just two partners or whatever, and you're really hoping that this is not found out. But with this near future here, with the Seven of Swords, remember I said that something was going to be revealed? That hope might not come true. Because again, something is going to be revealed and you're going to be the one missing out. Like you're going to be the one who has to move on, and it's not going to be a choice at that point. So that's why here in the beginning of this month, it's still about the decision. Like somebody's really upset about having to be in a position where they're even thinking about a breakup or having to make this decision. But the action hasn't yet happened because, You know, somebody, could be a water sign, is still trying to make sense of everything, and they don't necessarily want to take any impulsive action, because it's painful. It hurts everybody involved. So the overall outcome, we have the Devil. The Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups we had here was in the reverse. So you're thinking, I don't want to move on. I feel like I'm going to have to, or that's what it's looking like, but it's not what I want. The situation just gets too toxic and you have to move on. For some of you, it's that. For others of you, you have to move on because of an extramarital affair that is uncovered. Prince of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or moving, let me see. The Four of Swords reverse. I feel for some of you, so again, I get this feeling that you had somebody else on the back burner or something like that. And I feel like you walk away from this relationship here, like a soulmate relationship, or a very, you know, like your committed relationship, because of extramarital affairs or issues of that nature. And then you end up having to walk away from this relationship that's very important to you. And it's like you go towards somebody else that you've had on the back burner, that maybe you haven't, you know, like you've been away from them. And it's like, again, a repetition of a cycle. Strength. Okay. I feel like you guys are in danger of, because of, you know, whatever is going on with you guys, you know, between you and your partner. It feels painful. It feels like a slow type of death. Okay? Like this has been going on for a long time. You're overthinking it. The other person is overthinking it. You know, it's like to continuously think about, okay, I have to leave this person, I have to leave this person for years or months or whatever it is. It's torture. So, you know, that process in and of itself. And I feel like maybe you use other relationships to kind of get your mind off of this. And you're falling into this trap of, because see, this could be, the Three of Pentacles here could be you focusing on career and work things. Also, because of the three, it could be you using other people to help you forget your misfortunes or your depression or your unhappiness. All right, so you kind of juggle. This is you or your partner, but I strongly feel that for a lot of you, it's you guys. Okay, so you're juggling other people, and that leads for this important relationship to destruct, like be destroyed. And okay, so that's one side of it. But then when it's over and you're forced to walk away from it, you have this propensity to want to recreate that cycle with somebody else. And I feel like the only way for you to get out of the cycle is to just face it, you know, have the courage, have the strength to face the reality of what's happening. Not everything is good. No, it's not. But it's never going to get better until you face it head on and stop sweeping things under the rug and hoping that they'll just magically disappear. Because they're not just magically going to disappear. And I feel this is more like like, forget about this and I don't mean to say forget about it, like, oh, it's not important. I realize that this is going to be painful. But it's so much deeper, and it has to do with you alone. This is like emotional situations, emotional issues, emotional baggage that needs to be handled. It needs to be confronted. And, you know, I feel like you guys kind of have to do this on your own and not suck other people in to distract you from it. So there's a lot of work ahead. But I do feel like time on your own is probably the best thing for you right now, is what it's looking like, so that you can truly clear all this out and then be able to go towards whoever it is that you want to go towards, that maybe you have been separated from. Even if it's this partner that you're breaking up with, or that you have broken up with, or in the process of. Yeah. But I do see endings here and new beginnings for you. So it's whatever you make of them. Okay, so it can be a positive new beginning, because either way, I feel like this relationship that you had, possibly with this water sign, it's going to take a lot to repair it. So maybe some time apart is really what is needed, okay? So that's what I have for you in love. Now let's take a look at your finance situation. Hopefully we'll have some good news there. Scorpios are usually really good with money, you know, because like you're very driven and crafty, I feel, you know. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So you might be returning to do something that was really like fun for you. You did it in the past and you really enjoyed it. You might take that up again, going back to like a past career or a past job. So we'll see. Okay, Queen of Cups, Three of Wands reverse, Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands, ooh, and the Emperor. Okay, so a lot of stability coming here. And I feel like you guys might get some type of bonus or some sort of payout, a bonus, a payout, you know, some kind of deal that's going to go through, but you're not going to be expecting it. So that's a good thing here. But yeah, definitely looking towards, some of you could be moving with the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands here. So I do feel like there may be a move on the horizon for some of you, but definitely a lot of focus on creating stability for yourself. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Universe, and the High Priestess reverse. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like some of you fall into this this pattern of only, when it comes to finances, like only looking at the bottom line, only looking at what's on paper, black and white, you know what I mean? But I feel, at least for the month of January, your intuition is going to be one of your best resources. Your intuition is what's going to make a difference between you making a deal, completing a project, getting some type of promotion or some type of like stability, maybe even getting a job itself, you know, like completing the interview process or something like that. Your intuition is what's going to guide you here. So yeah, you have to look at it from a logical perspective, this Queen of Pentacles perspective that's very responsible and whatnot, but definitely your intuition is what's going to guide you this month and what's going to lead you towards a successful completion of something. So, you know, keep that in mind, because Scorpio is a very intuitive sign. And so if you have it, then use it. Three of Wands, reverse. Okay, the Tower. So definitely something unexpected here. But I don't feel that I don't feel like it's a bad kind of thing. Seven of Wands reverse, okay? So yeah, it's unexpected, but it's not something that you should be defensive about. Like, don't fight it off. Just go with it. Go with the flow. Yeah, because look, unexpected victory. All right. So something maybe you thought just was not going to happen. Maybe you use your intuition and you make it happen somehow, but you're going to surprise yourself even this month. Six of Pentacles. Well, what's that doing there? All right. Princess of Pentacles. So yeah, there's going to be some type of offering of something. Offering for more money. Like I said, somebody could be giving you some funds that you didn't expect, whether it be a bonus or a promotion. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Again, you weren't waiting for this. This is not something that you were expecting. So there's going to be like an offering of something here. Four of Pentacles. So yeah, there's going to be an offering that's going to help you gain stability in your life. So maybe you've been like really hoping for something to happen so that you can move, so that you can buy a house, you know, something of that nature, but you're going to be able to do it and you're not even going to know how it happened. This is all like the universe having your back, as usual. Okay, Queen of Wands. Okay, great. Really great energy around these Four of Wands. So I think you guys are, you know, pretty much building your empire here this month. You're starting January off really well. The Devil reverse. I feel like you guys have to be careful while you're creating this stability, or if this is like a place of work. Be careful not to, how do I say this without sounding terrible? Be careful not to step on any toes with your big ego. So, because I feel like there is, maybe this has happened in the past where, you know, you wanted to make your point of how much you knew or how well you did your job. And I don't think your intent was to come across as being conceited or anything like that, but somehow people might take it this way. So just be careful of that. Be careful of like not allowing your ego to get the best of you. All right, with the King of Wands reverse. There could be somebody around you where you might bump heads here in the workplace. Like maybe you're not exactly going in the same direction. But what I feel here is that you have to just take yourself out of, like, don't entertain any kind of negativity, and you'll be fine. All right, we have the Emperor here. This could be a boss, somebody, an authority figure. Two of Wands, okay. So this boss could be presenting you with some options that you need to consider. 6 of Cups. Well, interesting. Okay, here it's in the reverse. Okay. Prince of Pentacles reverse. So this is the Knight of Pentacles reverse. I feel like you guys are, again, I'm getting like you're going to be presented with some sort of choice. And one of these choices is something that you never thought you would do. It could be like returning to do something that you once loved and you never thought that was going to happen, but it's going to be, you know, one of your options here this month. So this does look good to me, okay? So congratulations to you on that. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.